Hey guys, Dan here, and today what I'm going to talk to you about is why I take my wife's rifle into the mountains to hunt with. But before we get started, I just want to tell you that obviously chamber's open, nothing's in it, mag's empty. So don't worry people, safety police, we are good to go. So I built this rifle because before that I had my dream rifle. This rifle was a Blaser R8 GRS stock, and it weighed in north of 10, 11 pounds. In the Eastern Ontario hunting that I did, this actually was a perfect rifle. I carried it, yeah, but not too far. Most of my stuff was either close to a truck, close to a road, or a canoe, so I didn't have to carry it that far. When we moved to Alberta, well, things kind of changed. The first time I took it to the mountains, that was pretty heavy, and I knew I had a goal in mind. So I tried to make a rifle specifically for that, and that was the cut weight. For every 2 pounds back then that I was able to cut, that was another day worth of food that I could carry into the backcountry and get me out there and do what I really wanted to do. So let's go through the layout of the rifle, and I'll spit out some specs for you if I could actually get talking. Okay, we'll do the standard tip to butt and we can get started. First off, muzzle brake. I did go with a muzzle brake. Up here in Canada, we don't allow suppressors, so well, that's a whole other topic altogether. But anyways, PVA, ultralight, jet blast, great brake, definitely reduces the recoil and comes in at 1.5 ounces, so it's a no-brainer. It works straight up, and Justine can fire this semi-lightweight rifle. Next, we're going to move on to the barrel. So I'd done my research, things like that. My initial intent was to go to a short barrel. I wanted in the 18 to 20 about inches, but this is a 24-inch Paradigm carbon barrel, and it is chambered in 6.5 PRC. This isn't the original caliber I was thinking of, and nor is it the barrel length as I just discussed. But the problem is, it wasn't necessarily a problem, was somebody was selling used this barrel for about 500 bucks. In Canada, that's about $900 cheaper than what it would take for me to get one. So it kind of chose my route, and I spun it on, it head spaced, it worked, and it shoots. So this barrel ends up weighing in at 2.8 pounds. So I can't deny that it's not exactly what I want, but it actually gets me into the weight category that I want. Okay, getting in on it, we're going to the stock. This is again a Paradigm carbon stock. It has a fairly shorter length of pull. It actually works great for Justine. I'm willing to do a little bit of a compromise myself to kind of save the weight. It is definitely shorter for my build, being a 6'2" gentleman. But it works for me. I love the palm swell on this, and it has a Snowy Mountain bottom metal that came with it. Purchased this from a local dealer, and I couldn't believe the weight when it comes down to it. So with the bottom metal, you're looking at 1 pound 5 ounces. I wish I could get more of these stocks. I keep wanting to build a long action, and unfortunately unable to get them up here in Canada anymore. Hopefully you guys can get them down in the States, but for what it is a really good stock. The only complaint that I kind of have with it is the hollow carbon. Can be a little noisy. I know everybody else feels it, but some of the sacrifices that you make when you cut weight. When it comes to feeding, using the Hawkins Hunter mag, and it comes in at an easy 2.6 ounces. 3 rounds, it works. If you want one in a chamber, then you got your 4 when it comes to it. Okay, moving on to the action. I used a Defiance anti-short action, and it comes in at 1 pound 4 ounces. And it just simply works. At the time, they were very cost effective. I know with the tariff battles and things like that, they've kind of come way out there. But when I did my research, the weight and everything, it worked. And it was in the price range that I was looking for. When we get to the Picatinny mount. So the stock actually originally came with a Picatinny mount, and that's what the weight is that I put in there. I didn't necessarily have another option when it came to support. I know I actually wanted to go to tripod shooting, and when I seen the SRS system, I kind of liked it and I liked the weight. So I ended up ordering an outdoorsman version of the SRS rail, and at 1 pound or 1.1 ounce, I couldn't lose. So I swapped it out. I know 0.8 of an ounce was the old rail, and I thought about going back of it to cut a little bit more weight, but you know, it works. As you can see, it's sitting here, it's perfectly stable and everything like that. Getting into the optics mounts. So I went with the Hawkins Hunter hybrid rings with the bubble level. They have the built-in MOA, and the big reason I had to go with that was the scope itself. And this whole build is kind of done around the Nightforce 3.5 to 15. This scope, you'll see more and more. I use it across all my platforms. I don't know why necessarily, other than it's stupid rugged. It's super reliable. It's built like a tank. If you can't get your tent pegs in, you can hammer them with the Nightforce. Don't actually do that, guys. But it will work, and it'll work when you need it. So this is kind of why I've relied on them. Now this is the F1 version, so it sits at 31 ounces. That's a lot of weight, and it's a lot of weight centered around. So that's why everything else is built the way it is. Unfortunately, I didn't get any weight measurements for the rings before installing them, but these are the rings that I had to go to instead of using something like the tallies or another lightweight option. Just to get the MOA raise in order to clear the bolt. That is actually kind of a big issue with the larger scopes like this, is you can't clear the bolt when you're doing it. All right, so you're kind of asking yourself, so what's my total weight? Now, my total weight, hunt ready, that includes sling, ammo, mag, everything like that, we'll post it right here, is 8 pounds, 1 ounce. Got it. It is not super light, but it is definitely very packable. That is huntable, and it really works. Right off the bat, I've cut 2-3 pounds from what I originally used, and I still have a pretty tack driver of a rifle. Things that I still want to improve on this rifle. Okay, I don't know if you can see this in the picture. Right now, this sling is attached to a 550 cord. I actually still, because have it. But the sling swivel up here, this is my 4th one, and this is my 4th one across multiple rifles. I don't know why I keep using sling swivels, but they keep breaking on me, and they keep just dropping out that little pin. This one dropped down on the mountains on me. Luckily, I'd already put it down, so I don't know how, maybe some stress or something like that, but it fell apart. I'd set the rifle down, and when I went to go pick it back up, I noticed that the sling had came loose. Luckily, like the good person I am, I carry some rope with me. I attached it, and I'm still able to utilize the sling. Now, the rear of this does have a QD sling swivel. So I don't know what I want to do up front, whether I want to get to a different style. Maybe you can comment below of a swing swivel, or if I want to go to a QD mount, which was actually going to cause more weight, but I don't know what I want to do in regards to that. Next up, what I want to do is, if I'm definitely sticking with the Nightforce, I need to do some flip up caps. This is something I follow on a few of the other YouTube channels that I love watching. Right now I just use a bikini cover or a neoprene cover or whatever kind of works. I'll be honest, I'm kind of bad sometimes and I forget it or it falls off in the truck and I don't have it. So I need something that attaches to this. I'm rough on my equipment. I use my equipment. I don't baby it. The final thing that I kind of want to do. This is a very long rifle with the 24-inch barrel installed on it. It is definitely longer than I wanted, and when attached to my pack, it sticks up pretty tall, like taller than the camera can point out here. And I keep thinking that I do want to cut it back. Now, when Paradigm Carbon was out, I actually talked to the guy when I was mounting the barrel up and got some good feedback in him. Maybe I should reach out to him again, but there is a thought that these barrels were able to cut back. And I've been tempted to send this to somebody that is willing to cut it back to a 18 or 20 inch barrel so that I can get it packable and not smashing off trees as I kind of bush bash. Problem with this is that this rifle shoots. The jokes aside with the title and saying that this is Justine's rifle is theoretically because she claimed it and it's hers. It shoots for her. It doesn't recoil much. It centers up, it holds. I've downed multiple critters since owning it, and it just works. So I don't want to touch it. You don't want to change things that work. One thing about changing sling swivels or flip up caps, that's just adding little tiny bits to make it to the next level. Yes, chopping the barrel would add it to the next level, but is it going to shoot differently? Is it going to hold differently? Is it going to point differently? So in the end, you know what this means? This means that I probably need to build another rifle. Like this video, please subscribe, share, comment below on it, especially if you think I should build another rifle. I know YouTube is kind of weird about firearms and things like that, so I'm trying to keep it within all of their regulations. But hopefully you enjoyed this, and thank you, and can't wait to do this next video.